she did not want to name Diddy. She said she was afraid that she wouldn't be believed and that later on, the rapper would harm her.
Jack, you told us. You told us.
You put the boost to that girl. Hey, Kim Porter put a line in her life.
What happened from 8 to 11? And why did all Kim's stuff come up missing?
All y'all up for free.
Do you feel like they're trying to silence you?
Of course they're trying to silence me. That's why they sent shooters to 87th Street, Harold's Chicken, and try to shoot me down in the middle of the day.
D-I-D-D-Y. D-E-V-I-S. This is going to be paid off. There's another NDA. This is going to be, it's terrible.
Girl, you would find it unbelievable what just happened. That fierce singer with golden pipes, Jaguar Wright, has spilled some scorching hot tea about Diddy, and let me tell you, it's not beautiful. He tried to hit her, she said. Could you even say we are discussing one of the most well-known names in the music biz, trying to silence a gifted musician? We are here for every delicious detail. It is making me shills for actual Jaguars out here, risking all to expose the negative side of the business. Since this roller coaster is about to get crazy, are you ready?
10 AR-15s pointed in my face. A guy in the bushes at the window. If it wasn't for me sitting there holding that teddy bear, what if I got fans out there that are kind of disgusted about the whole thing? He said he was getting death threats. He said they kept calling him a snitch and was threatening to harm him and his midnight colored wife. And that Cocoa Crispy Milk baby. You know that they live in that Buick.
Oh, man.
You know, he wanted to be in the Nature Boy camp.
Nah, okay.
The boy, the Kulu. He's the one that hates Solar. He's the one that started the rumor saying that me and Solar had an intimate relationship. Because he was jealous that I took Solar and Shaka under my wing. He wanted to be a part of them. He wanted to be in there, but he ain't get accepted. He got rejected. Can you imagine?
That's hard. Yeah.
Who the fuck gets rejected from Nature Boy? He takes everybody, G.
The cult says no.
Like, that's like the devil saying, no, not that one.
The devil swipe left. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, but that's how this boy became, you know, obsessed with hunting down because they rejected him. So he started stalking them. And in the interest of the public. Yeah, but you wanted to eat the seminal fluid you wanted to take the sacramite. You wanted to be down. You wanted to. Yeah.
So.
And guess what? He even lied about that. He even lied about turning me in. He lied about everything, you know? And I asked King World 2020 the other day, you want to call me a liar and you want to sit up here and defend people that you've never met. And you've also never met me. Let's talk about people that you have met. How about we talk about people you actually know? Why did Devon lie? Why did Kulu lie? I don't know why he lied. I don't even care. I don't know why he did it. But this is your most trusted ally. Y'all like got yourselves as like the neighborhood watch for YouTube. And he's a liar.
Girl, let me tell you about Jaguar Wright. Having been in the game for years singing back up for some of the biggest artists in RB, this woman's pipes might make angels jealous for real. We're discussing the Roots, Jay-Z, El Green, the list goes on and on. Jaguar's whispers like honey oozing over velvet, smooth and sweet, yet with a kick that'll make you sit up and pay notice. But honey, she's not just another lovely voice with a face to match. Jaguar's acquired a reputation for speaking her mind, and let me tell you, she does not hold back. This woman's got more teeth in a British afternoon social, and she's eager to spill it all over the spotless white tablecloth of the music industry. The streets are alleging Jaguars has been raining bombs about industry, secrets left and right. She's like a new lady. Kudos for the music biz exposing everything from shady deal to backstage drama. One day she's singing her heart out on stage, and the next she's exposing celebs like they're on an episode of Maury. You said you were faithful, but the lie detector determined it was a lie. That's Jaguar delivering out reality with a side of sass now. Jaguar's latest tea is so hot, it's had everyone's tongues wagging and their ears perking up like meerkats at feeding time. She's not just pouring, she's emptying the whole D. Kettle and girl, let me tell you, this ain't no weak chamomile. We're talking strong, black, and liable to keep you up all night.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. And all of you bitches that won't speak, I hope you get charged right with them as an accessory before, during, or after each crime, because every bitch that's been around Diddy seen Diddy beat a bitch. Period.
So we've seen Diddy do a public apology.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
What's my thought? You just did a statement a month ago saying you never done nothing like that. Now you say different? My. How illuminating? When was you lying? When you said you never done nothing like that after you got shown doing it? It must suck to know that Jay-Z is most likely paying for all of this to be done to you. You little booty hole brother. Fucking thing one and thing two.
Did he?
They are psychopaths. And they have been working together for the better part of 25 years. They collect victims, they compete, and they claim their prizes.
So,
you know, there was a movie called Kiss the Girls. Do you remember that with Morgan Freeman and
no, I definitely remember that. Yep.
And remember, they were looking for the Casanova unaliver, the serial killer. And as they went into their investigation, they started seeing that certain crimes were mirroring one another. Two different styles. Same hunt, same kill. They came to find out that it was two of them working, mirroring, competing. One type of woman grabbed one way, same type of woman grabbed another way on the other side of the country. They were able to find their lunar cycle and how they hunted and when they picked. And guess what? It was the sloppy one that got him caught. Because it was the sophisticated one that taught him how to hunt. You remember that?
Yep.
What if I told you I was Ashley Judd?
But here's where it gets very intriguing. Jaguar's pointing fingers at Diddy, and it ain't to dance to Bad Boy for life. No, she's accusing him of some seriously shady business. We're talking allegations that make any serious man blush. Diddy, the man who's been at the top of the hip-hop game for decades, the one who's got more connections than a switchboard operator, and Jaguar's out here calling him out like he's just another player in her high-stakes game of truth or dare. But why did what's got Jaguar risking it all to call out one of the biggest names in hip-hop, girl? That's the million-dollar question right there. Is it personal beef? Does she know something we don't? Or is Jaguar just tired of seeing the dark side of the industry and decided it's time to flick on all the lights? Whatever the reason, Jaguar is not backing down. She's standing her ground like she planted very deep roots. This woman's got more courage than a lion tamer at feeding time, and she's using every ounce of it to take on a music entrepreneur who's known for making issues disappear faster than a magician's helper. It's like David taking on Goliath, but instead of a slingshot, Jaguar is equipped with a microphone and a whole lot of truth, and let me tell you, the way she's wielding it, Mick, it might just be mightier than any sword Goliath could bring to the fight, so buckle up, Buttercup. For this ride's just getting started. Jaguar, Wright spilling tea. That's blazing hot, and it appears like Diddy might be the one getting burned. Will he brush it off like lint on a silk suit, or is this the beginning of a music business meltdown? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, we'll be watching every juicy second of it develop.
Carter is just as bad as the diddler. And I know that for a fact. I got the scars to prove it.
So there's been so many people on the internet trying to figure out where you are. They're watching you. They're doing all types of stuff trying to figure you
You
out.
want to know what a box cutter feels like going into your skin and ripping you? I can tell you how it feels. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. That Cassie shit, that's nothing.
So are you trying to say like Jay-Z put hands on you?
I'm saying Sean Carter remembers everything he did to me and he's got it on tape. Just like Diddy. And they're gonna be crazy. It's gonna be the women that give him in the end.
So you say that that Jay
Fuck Jay-Z! And I think it's time for him to start speaking up about his very good friend. Just 9 months ago, you were singing his praises. All that he's done for the culture. And how you gotta be crazy like Diddy to make it. Then you didn't want to sit next to him at the Grammys. Told everybody that he had cooties. And canceled the Rock Nation brunch, which is your favorite event. Because that's how you line up who you gonna move around next year. Like y'all did with Clarence Avant. I'm gonna get you. And I told you I would. And I'm gonna keep my word. And you're gonna pay me in full. I got your boy Diddy by the nuts. How long you think before I'll have yours right here in mine?
Ever wonder how Diddy keeps winning, despite having more dirt thrown his way than a pig in a mud bath? Grab your shovels because we're diving deep into the Diddy dynasty. Is he really the ultimate bad boy of business, or is it all just smoke and mirrors? Get ready, because what we're about to spill might change everything you thought you knew about this hip-hop heavyweight. Let's talk about Diddy, the man, the mogul, the legend. He's been running the game longer than some of you have been alive, from Bad Boy Records to Sean John to Ciroc Vodka and Revolt TV. Diddy's got his hands in so many pies, it's like Thanksgiving in a bakery. This empire of his? It's packed with more zeros than my bank account after a shopping spree. But with great power comes great scandal, and Diddy's got enough drama to fill a whole season of love hip-hop. The streets have been buzzing about Diddy's dark side for years, and it's not just his all-black wardrobe. We're talking shady contracts that would make a lawyer's head spin, artist beefs hotter than a ghost pepper, and rumors that could make your grandma clutch her pearls. Remember when Mace claimed Diddy was still holding onto his publishing rights? Or when the Lox had to launch a whole campaign just to get their masters back? And let's not forget poor Craig Mack, may he rest in peace, who felt left behind when Biggie took off. The list of grievances runs as long as a CVS receipt after buying a pack of gum. But here's the kicker: no matter how much mud gets thrown at Diddy, he always seems to come out smelling like Cyrock. It's like he's got a Teflon suit, letting every accusation slide right off. One minute he's in hot water, the next he's hosting the hottest party in town with every A-lister on speed dial.
What would it take for Jay-Z to go down like Diddy did?
I don't know. But I got an idea that Evan Rogers is going to help me figure that out.
And who is Evan?
Evan was the producer who only seemed to work on teeny bopper projects, who discovered Rihanna at 3 a.m. in the morning in a hotel room on the island where she comes from, with no parental supervision. And then she was put on a private plane, a minor, from one country to another, without parental supervision. And she ended up in a boardroom with Mr. Carter, without parental supervision. Y'all got young children. Would you just let your daughter leave and go to a whole other country with some motherfucking niggas you don't know?
Absolutely not.
Doing talent shows at 3 a.m.
So you're saying that the rumors are true. There are rumors circulating that Rihanna was actually trafficked here. Are you saying that
Starting to
that's...
sound that way, don't it? Because her daddy ain't show up till 24 hours later to pick up a $500,000 check for his daughter's ass. Maybe we should look more into that album, Auntie. That album cover was disturbing. A child bride with a crown over her head and blood smeared on her face. I don't know. How don't people see SOSs anymore? I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm just crazy.
So do you think that there will ever be a space or a time where Rihanna may come forward and express some of her experiences?
I don't know, but I'm working on it. I'm working round the clock. She didn't look comfortable pregnant, throwing up that goddamn diamond sign during the Super Bowl. Word has it, she didn't want to do it at all. She just had no choice. And then she was forced to step down from her billion-dollar company so she could be a mom. I guess that's what happens when your pimp put up all the money in the first place.
Do you think that's also the reason why the album situation is what it is, where she's not dropping any music?
I mean, if I was her, I wouldn't. More music means more indebted. More music means more money laundering. More music means she stays a shell corporation and not a human being. You wanna know what's funny? The only difference between Inga Marchand and Rihanna is that one was international, the other one was right next door. Both about 14, both tender, both damn near virgins, both mid-rated by Sean Carter. I don't know. I wonder how Rihanna's feeling about being replaced by Blue Ivy.
Now, I'm not saying Diddy's got some kind of magic shield or voodoo charm, but you've got to wonder how he keeps dodging all these hits like he's in the Matrix. Is it his charm, his connections, or maybe that infectious laugh that just makes people want to forgive him? Whatever it is, it's been working like a charm until now. Enter Jaguar Wright. Her accusations aren't just the usual gossip, it's like she's got the key to Pandora's box and isn't afraid to turn it. People are paying attention this time, and they're not brushing it off like before. Diddy's got folks side-eyeing him harder than when he switched his name for the 100th time. So here's the million-dollar question: is this the beginning of the end for Diddy's untouchable status, or just another Tuesday in the music biz? Let's be real, this isn't the first time someone's taken a shot at the king. But this time feels different, like the whole industry is holding its breath, waiting to see if this is the scandal that finally sticks. Maybe it's because Jaguar isn't just some random person chasing clout, she's got receipts longer than a Kanye West rant, and she's not backing down. Or maybe people are finally ready to listen, really listen, to what's been going on behind those velvet ropes and VIP sections. One thing's for sure, whether Diddy comes out of this smelling like roses or not, the game is changing. The days of sweeping things under the rug might be over, and even the biggest names in the industry are going to have to watch their step. If Diddy can fall, nobody's safe. So grab your popcorn and settle in, because this show is just getting started, and honey, it's going to be one wild ride.
What be your expectation walking in the court, to discuss this situation? And
I expect to walk out.
There you go. And boom, goes the dynamite.
And that's what I do. That's what I've been doing. I told him last year when I walked out, all charges dismissed. It's going to be that.
Is God telling you this? Because I just feel like you just know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like you already know when you go in there. Like I'm coming out.
Yeah. He determines. You know, I decided, I don't know, the name of that production company still is just irking me. Because I really do walk by faith. I devoted my life to walking by faith. I don't worry about what human beings are saying or doing, because I know what God said. And the closer that I walk to that, to those words, and live by that motto, I don't worry about nothing. Like when I say Jag don't give no fucks, I mean literally, because I don't worry about nothing. It's going to be what it's going to be. It was already written, so ain't nothing I can do to change it. The only thing that I can do is stay out of its way, accept it, or maybe bend it. Mm. You can't change the future, but you can bend circumstances. Yeah. And I'm an airbender. Yeah. I dance on that line. Because I know the power of the tongue. And I know if I believe it and I say it, it will be ashe. See, I believe things a little differently than most people do. That's why I'm so confusing. I get it. I wouldn't believe me if I was them either. They sleeped in a month, woke. Understand me. I'm conscious, you're not. That. We were in the airport and we're on the moving walkway. And I said, count how many people got phones out. I just do that. 85% of the people that were around look like zombies. And the people that weren't looking down,
where's my phone?
I don't know what to do without my phone.
Now why all might be thinking what could possibly be worse than all the tea we've already spilled? Well, hold on to your hats, because Jaguar Wright is about to snatch them clean off. Remember when I said the game was changing? We're not just talking about a new level, we're talking about a whole new game where the stakes are bigger than Snoop Dogg on 4/20th. What kind of lies could make music? Mogul supposedly wants to silence someone forever, okay? So here's where things get real messy. We're talking Jerry Springer messy, but with bigger stakes and better clothes. Jaguar drops the bomb that Diddy tried to put a hit on her, And honey, we're not talking about a #1 song on the Billboard charts, we're talking about the kind of hit that doesn't come with a golden plaque. If you catch my point, girl, can you imagine one of the biggest names in music, a man who's been to the White House, rubbed elbows with presidents, and shaped the sound of a generation, supposedly trying to silence someone permanently? It's like finding out your favorite Annie's been running a fight club in her basement, you just can't wrap your head around it now. Jaguar saying Dolly felt frightened by what she knows, but what could be so bad? What kind of tea is she holding that's got a whole kingdom shaken? We're talking secrets that could shake the industry harder than a bean. Surprise record dropped, the kind of news that could turn the music world upside down faster than you can say Milli Vanilli lip sync scandal. Is it about shady business deals that make Wolf of Wall Street look like a kid's lemonade stand? Or maybe it's dirt on other artists that could end careers quicker than you can say Ashley Simpson SNL performance. Whatever it is, it's got Diddy allegedly ready to risk it all to keep it under wraps.
It will be what it's been until we break it. And we should break it. We haven't done right. And we need to let the future make the choices because they're the ones that are going to have to live out those consequences. When I think about Tupac and I think about Nipsey, I become embarrassed because if people had started speaking up about Diddy sooner, Nipsey might still be here. Takeoff might still be here. If I had spoke on what I suspected back in the late 90s, Lamont Coleman might still be here. We fucked it up. Generation Z, we just need to clean up our mess and we need to give it to them. That's what's right. I don't know, maybe that sounds crazy, but that's what's right.
Thank you, Jack.
Well, Tiffany's on her way. We're having Roscoe's by the pool. I'm going to give you guys a call. She wants to meet you.
Okay, cool. All right, give us a call.
Love you.
Bye.
Back, Jack.
And hey, no means no.
Right.
And don't believe the hype.
The plot grows faster than my belly at Thanksgiving dinner, honey. Every time Jaguar opens her mouth, it's like she's adding another layer to this already multi-tiered cake of drama. And let me tell you, it's a cake that's looking more and more like it might fall over and make a mess all over the clean floors of the music business. But here's the gag. Jaguar is not backing down, she's standing her ground like she's got cement shoes, refusing to be silent even with claimed threats on her life. It's like watching David face off against Goliath, except David's armed with a microphone instead of a gun, and Goliath's got a whole army of lawyers and PR experts. Jaguar's out here spilling tea like it's Boston Harbor Circle 1773, and she's ready to start a whole revolution. But is she playing with fire, or is this the match that's going to burn down some music industry empires? Because let's be real, if even half of what she's saying is true, we might be looking at a domino effect that could bring down more lives than a badly timed tweet. Some folks are calling Jaguar brave, a whistleblower who's risking it all to expose the truth. Others are saying she's just bitter, trying to get her moment in the spotlight by taking down a giant. But whether you believe her or not, one thing is for sure, she's got the whole industry on edge. Wondering who's going to be left standing when the music stops, so grab your popcorn and settle in, because this story is far from over. Will Jaguar's revelations be the straw that breaks the camel's back, or will Diddy manage to brush this off like he's done so many times before? One thing's for certain, the next track in this industry mix is going to be a banger, and we're all ears to hear how it plays out.
Now imagine all your hopes and dreams. You're making $500 a week. You just spent $1,000. And you ain't even paid for your promo pictures yet. Gotta have a promo picture with a bio to go with the CD or the cassette tape or the DAT tape. That's what it was like. for us. Now you got to sit there and pray he's not a fucking pervert. You got to pray he doesn't have cameras in the dressing room. You got to pray that he doesn't grab your tit again to let you know that you need to drop your shirt a little bit more. But this is the guy that everybody goes to. This is the guy that's approved. This is the guy that they don't want to see anybody else's work but him. So, you know, hopefully you avoid being sexually harassed or assaulted. Now you $2,000 in. And you go up to that company and you sit with these motherfuckers. And they smile and they listen to your shit in front of you and they telling you, yeah. Yeah, well, you know, we about to start signing again. Yo, I feel you, kid. Yo, this shit is dope. Yo, man, this shit is... Yeah, you walking out on top of the world. And before you turn the fucking corner, after you close the door, they're calling you every fucking thing but a child of God and fucking throwing your shit in the trash. And no one's ever gonna hear it. Imagine how many millions of motherfucking people have that experience. Over 800,000 artists are signed every year worldwide, and yet your list of celebrities is less than 250. Yeah. Out of that, maybe 10 of them will become superstars, megastars. Tell me something. How many of their best rivals ended up in the trash? How many motherfuckers had that gift and that ability and they went to that label and they said, we're going to sign you, we're going to promote you, and we're going to do this, knowing they're never going to do anything. They're going to put you on the fucking shelf because Clive Davis paid them to sign you so you be stuck. And for a favor from him later, maybe a nomination for a Grammy. Imagine that. You're trapped in that fucking deal. Better yet, let me put a face to it. Bobby Sessions.
It's close to home.
That's not close to home. That's fucking bull's eye. What happened to Bobby Sessions? 8 years ago, he was supposed to be the hottest thing out of Dallas. Everything was great. Everything was wonderful. He was being looked at. He was actually almost saw as a rival for Big Sean at one point. Got signed to Def Jam. Def Jam. Bobby Sessions. That should have been an easy win. Community activist. Had his sexy on, hung in the right crowds. Where's Bobby Sessions? Def Jam recording artist. Wonder who paid to get him out the way. Because that motherfucker was on fire until he put his name on that paper. Somebody tell me I'm lying.
That's right.
Hold now, you thought this tea party was all about Diddy honey that was only the appetizer. Jaguars are offering up an entire buffet of business secrets, and some of your favorites may be on the menu. The issue is, who is next on Jaguar's hit list? Jaguar isn't playing any games. She's out here spilling tea like it's her full-time job, and believe me, business is roaring. This woman has dirt on half of Hollywood's music business, and she is cleaning out everyone's dirty drawers faster than a laundromat on a Sunday morning. On a humid day, honey, we're talking about names larger than my hair. Jaguars are calling out musicians, producers, and executives. Nobody is immune from her truth-telling cyclone. It's as if she's holding a roll of secrets and flicking through it as quickly as a DJ at a hot party. 1 minute she's exposing a Grammy-winning singer, the next she's pulling back the veil on her top executive. It's causing me whiplash, yet I can't look away. The business is trembling like a chihuahua in a blizzard, unsure who will be next on Jaguar's list. You can bet there are some major names in there. Sweating bullets hope their names don't come up in Jaguar's next Instagram Live. It's like musical chairs, but instead of losing your seat, you may lose your whole career. Some people are claiming this might be the start of a Hash Me Too movement in the music industry. From sexual harassment to exploitation, the business has more skeletons in its closet than a graveyard. Jaguar's hinting at some seriously dark stuff going down behind the scenes, and if even half of what she's saying is true, we might be looking at an industry-wide shake-up that'll make the British invasion look like a tea party. But here's the million-dollar question: is this all smoking, no fire? Let's be honest, we've heard whispers and rumors before, but nothing ever seems to stick. It's like the music industry has some kind of Teflon coating that just lets all the scandal.
I can understand what the hell we're going through, because like he used to use condoms, and then at the end of the day, or he picked somebody up, or he going to Kim or whatever like that, you know, he'd be like, yo, y'all got any condoms? So I was one of those dudes. I used to keep condoms in my truck for him, because we never knew when this dude was going to say, yo, I need a condom. And then you could be getting off of work and he could have company and everything like that, and he'll say, yo, I need condoms. So we used to keep boxes of condoms for him. That was our boss. I used to get them from the state because we had to get them for the inmates. So, you know, when we go to visit the inmates and stuff like that, and they be like, yo, I don't use them. Keep them in the truck. Puffer use them. But security used to have to give condoms for him. So I understood what people might say. He liked baby oil. They kept baby oil in the house for him.
And if I'm not mistaken, I remember a while back you telling me, because the first thing I thought about when I heard about the baby oil and the lubricant was you telling me a while back that you had to buy butt plugs for Diddy. You remember you telling me that?
Man, stop that bullshit. Why? We're not doing that, bruh. We're not doing that. Stop that bullshit. You not putting that shit on me. I was in a place where he was buying butt plugs, and I asked him, yo, what are you getting these for, bruh? And then he said, can I do my shopping by myself? So don't sit up there, Mike. We're not doing that, bruh. I cut this motherfucker off right now. We're not doing that with bruh. You know what I'm saying? I was following him in one of those adult stores. He was picking up, they gave him a brown paper bag at the door, a big ass brown paper bag. He was just putting shit in there. And then when he got to this place, he reached up there to the left. Well, it was to the left. He reached up there to the left and he started just getting these things down. And it was crazy. I was like, yo, damn. So I went up there and looked, and it said butt plug. I was like, hey, yo, because he was walking a little further in front of me. I said, yo, what are you getting these for? He said, can I do my shopping by myself? I was like, yep. And I waited at the front door for him. When he came up to the front door, yo, he didn't even have to show the guy what was in the bag. He just gave the dude a wad of money like that. I was like, yo, wow. It's crazy.
This story is filled with unexpected twists and turns. Jaguar is out here leaking tea like it's going out of style, and the music business has been shaken to its core, whether you're on Team Diddy or Team Jag. One thing is quite clear. Nothing will be the same after this. It's like witnessing a real-life soap opera, only instead of amnesia and evil twins, we have purported hits and business secrets. The tea is so hot that tongues are burning left and right, and everyone is wondering who will get scalded next, so keep your eyes open and your alerts turned on, honey. This drama is far from finished, and believe me, you don't want to miss a single sip of this scalding hot brew. The music world is going to change, and we've got front row tickets for the entire show.